Okay, mabuhay ug madayag, may buntag sa atong tanan, and welcome to this week's edition of Pep Talks. I'm Ian Garcia, your moderator. And of course, Pep Talks is brought to us by the Department of Tourism Region 11 and SM Lanang. Mike Buntag, today we have two sets of guests, no? But we'll first introduce our first set of guests. We have with us from the Davao City Youth for Green Environment, Dan Lawrence Abad, the spokesperson and SAC. Mike Buntag. There.
Maayong buntag, mabuhay ug madayaw.
Bagmadayaw. And we also have with us, so why pagdapig-dapig, nag-cover na guest pa, Mr. Carlo Daler for the upcoming Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao Search 2025. Carlo, may buntag, mabuhay Budayaw.
Mayang adlaw, mabuhay ug madayaw gikan sa dakbayan sa Davao. And of course, I am sitting right in front of the media people, not as your regular media attendee, but rather as your guest for the up-and-coming Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao Search 2025. Whatever the questions that you will raise regarding the pageant, I will be willing to answer to the best of my abilities. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, candidate number one. Okay. Palayan na. No? So we'll start first with Dan Lawrence Abad. Can you tell us about your upcoming event for the Davao City Youth for Green Environment and what this organization is all about?
Thank you so much, sir. Once again, good morning, mabuhay ug madayaw. So, I am Dan Lawrence Abad and I am the spokesperson of Davao City Youth for Green Environment Incorporated, or also known as DCYGE per brevity. So, I am here to encourage everyone or to talk about and promote our upcoming event, which is the Youth Environmental Summit 2025, which will happen on April 20, 2025 at Holy Cross of Davao College. So this Youth Environmental Summit 2025, or YES 2025, is an annual gathering of young leaders, especially youth environmental advocates all around, at first in Davao City, but this year, especially in YES 2025, we have expanded into Davao region. So this YES 2025 will be an annual gathering or a gathering of the youth environmental advocates here in the Davao region. So that is composed of the SK councils under the Davao region, the Europe registered organizations. We also have youth and student leaders from institutions, both in public and private schools, and we also have the community-based mga organizations.
And how many participants are you expecting to join for your summit?
Since we have partnered with the DILG Region 11, which issued a memorandum which encouraged the SKs under Davao region to join, and we also have partnered with the DepEd Region 11, which also encouraged their YESO officers and student leaders of under the DepEd in the Davao region. We have expected 5,000 participants in this year's YES 2025, no? And we are optimistic that we will be able to reach that because we still have the momentum since the YES 2024, in which we have leaped a participation rate of 112%. So we have surpassed our target rate or the participants or registrants during YES 2024, and we are optimistic that we will be able to achieve the 5,000 participants in this year's Youth Environmental Summit.
All right, so we'll get more information later, no? To Carlo naman. Carlo, give us an update kung sa development on the search for this year's Miss Earth Mindanao.
Right before I give the details at this juncture, I will read the official joint statement. Of course, because I came prepared naman for the sake of our viewers, because we are live over Kadang Pan Digital Facebook page and YouTube channel. Para let's go on with the official joint statement without further ado. A pleasant day to each and everyone. Madagayaon ug makakadikasang adlaw kaninyong tanan. We are releasing our joint statement between MBB Events Productions, the official local organizer and the franchise holder of the Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao Search Organization, and Kadangpan Multimedia Services, the broadcasting arm of this channel that we are broadcasting live, the Kadangpan Live Online and Kadangpan Digital Network. In the light of recent events that transpired within the organization, it is with humble and pride that we proudly announce that MBV Events, Productions, and Kadangpan Multimedia Services, Kadangpan Digital Network are once again in good terms and will once again participate for the coverage of the MPEM 2025. MBV Events Productions Incorporated, led by its chairman and chief executive officer, sa way pagdapig-dapig, Dr. Marlo Valles, because he is supposed to be here, but I was being tasked that I will represent for him. A visionary individual who has been in the pageant industry for around a decade and has given invaluable contribution to the community through the shared advocacies of the contestants through the MPEM or Miss Philippines or Mindanao Search. Over the years, the pageant transpires to what it is today and has become the part of the institution. And many contenders have been compassionate game changers carrying their respective and heartfelt advocacies, as the tagline of Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao says it all, beauty with a cause. On the part of Kadangpan Digital, it is a great privilege to have a renewed ties and reconnection with the organization, to which I am truly grateful with, unfazed with the unprecedented challenges and struggles that faced by the network. Additionally, yours truly, when the personal note, has been an integral part of that particular pageant 2 years ago, 2023, such that I am the only person, the official media, who have been covering its grand coronation night last May 29, 2023 in Davao City, where it garnered almost 120,000 live viewers. Sa way paghambog. Yours truly, started as a news and commentary program anchored by yours truly, of course, as dubbed as the one-man show, Mr. For the Page, Mr. Juncture, you can call me such, for the Kadangpan Live Online program. From its humble beginnings as a work-from-home online broadcast in the middle of the pandemic, 2020, has transpired to what it is today, being a leader in covering particular events that has become a significant contribution to the Davaoenos and Filipinos here and abroad. Recently, of course, we had already given the milestone as we had reached already its fourth year, going 5 this August and September, celebrating and continuing the passion and purpose of being the fastest growing online media entity. And additionally, the network is already tied up with collaborators from various media personalities, breaking barriers on air and online, which consist of lifestyle, tourism, sports, news and commentary, and public service. Whereas this renewed and reconnected partnership will conform its purpose of the core values, the mission and vision of both MBV Events Productions, led by Dr. Marlo Valles, and Kadangpan Multimedia Services through Kadangpan Digital, led by yours truly. Rest assured, and we're looking forward that the commitment made by both parties will be a successful opportunity to ensure in regaining its trust and confidence and credibility to the audience. Now to answer the question, Sir Ian.
Hindi pa tumao.
Of course, now to answer the question, yes, completed na ang 20 candidates from all over Mindanao, comprising of from Northern Mindanao, Davao Region, Caraga Region, though dili pa nato siya pwede ma-divulge pa as of now, but naatay mga schedule of events, schedule of activities na nakahanay. Pero it is for the Grand Coronation Night, it is a tentative date, which is April 25, 2025, where we will crown the next Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao 2025, ang mahimong successor sa current MPEM 2024 nga si Abigail Jen Mulder from Jose Abad Santos, Davao Occidental. So, we are setting the plans for our media friends. If you are willing to cover any of our schedule of activities, please do approach me and contact me for further information.
Okay, thanks, Carlo. Before we proceed, no, since we still have space, I'd like to welcome another guest, no, or set of guests from the Stockbridge American International School. My apologies. Can you please join us here, the school headmaster, Mr. Luis Miguel Consad, and together with him is two of their students, Francesca Lane Butakura and Alisa Salonga. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ladies. Share na lang tag-seat ha. I can stay here, sir. We'll ask first, Sir Luis Miguel. How do I call you, sir? Luis or Miguel?
Okay, fine. Luis.
Luis, mayang buntag usab, mabuhay mo dayaw.
Boy Padeo.
Yes, so tell us about your upcoming activity in your school.
We all know that Stockbridge highlights to become business leaders. We all know that Stockbridge highlights to become business leaders globally, and that the highlight of our school would be that of the Junior Entrepreneurial Fair, wherein we would be looking into the startups of our students, and later on we'll be able to have from planning up until execution, and hopefully to become a real startup. Maybe we can also ask
Yes,
them
please.
at their level.
Yeah, who'd like to talk first? Tell us about your activity.
Um, our activity for our junior entrepreneurial fair, we were divided up into groups, and our groups are assigned a category. For example, food, agriculture, arts and fashion, beauty and cosmetics, or marketing and media. And we have to create a business, and we have to go from planning to what is our financial projections, our products, into putting our plan into action, which would be on April 11 to 12 when during our entrepreneurial fair. As for example, our business is called Crescent Cookie Cafe. We are a bakery, and our main goal of our bakery is to sell student-friendly, affordable baked goods.
So as what Alyssa said, so Jeff is a group of startup businesses that is by students. So for my business, it is Charm and Chain. So we sell accessories. So we are under the arts and fashion industry, while Alyssa is under the food industry. So in Luxbridge, Maa, we call it the Spark Market. So a lot of a lot of startup business will be there, and also food trucks will be there also.
This will be participated by grades 9 and 10 students, right?
It's from grades 4 to 10.
4 to 10.
Yeah. Our school emphasizes on entrepreneurship and business. So while I know that, for example, my old school, they started entrepreneurship in grade 11, our school starts as early as grade 4.
Wow, grade 4. Yes, sir, would you like to add some more?
Yes. In addition, we are also highlighting that it's good that we are not only teaching them the basics, but at the same time giving them that opportunity to really appreciate how the business industry works, and applying those concepts into practical and actual situations wherein they'll be able to experience firsthand. Also, that's our commitment to being the first and only IB World School here in Davao and in Mindanao, that we allow our students to become risk takers and communicators, as well as being open-minded. So at this juncture, maybe if I can invite everyone, I'll be able. I hope that everyone, we're inviting you to our Junior Entrepreneurial Fair 2025 Spark Market, happening on April 11 and 12 at the Luxbridge Hotel in Maa.
This is an annual event, no?
Yes, this is an annual event.
Okay, so we'll now open questions to our friends sa media. Nabatay mga questions na? Gio, naki-question? Tindog na lang, Gio. Next step.
Sige. Hello, hello. A question yung sa youth po. Sir, yung sa 5,000 participants, youth lang ba yung target audience? Target participants rather?
We have partnered with the ILG, the DepEd. But while we are targeting the youth, educators and environmental advocates are also welcome, no, to join to our Yes 2025, especially no yung mga disaster responders, because our theme for this year's Yes 2025 is our power, our planet, youth at the forefront of disaster risk reduction and management. So if there are experts no of DRRM about environment, then they may join, no, because we will have certain workshops that in which the participants will create action plans and adopt best practices from different communities, barangays, cities, municipalities, and provinces within the Davao region that the participants may leverage or implement in their own localities. So if there are interested participants, even if they are not from the youth sector, then we will more than happy and excited to welcome them in our Yes 2025.
Who are the SKs and government officials you're going to invite for this event?
We have the SKs under the Davao region. All SKs in the Davao region, we have sent a memorandum and invitation to them. We have also partnered with the local youth development council and local youth development offices in the Davao region. We also have partnered and invited National Youth Commission, youth organization, registration program ng mga accredited organizations. These are community-based. We also have invited na mga institutions, no, mga students from both private and public schools. And we have also partnered with stakeholders. So it's every sector, no, in this Yes 2025 is well represented po.
Okay. And you mentioned this is an annual event, no? How important, para background lang, no? How important is this event po?
This Yes 2025 was first inaugurated in 2022. No, we have started in 2022, and every year, no, we are expanding. And as what I have stated earlier, no, we have surpassed our participation rate or expected participation rate in Yes 2024 into 112%. So we are really kanang expecting more gani na mga participants, and this year this is more special in a sense that we are expanding not just here in Davao City but in Davao region, targeting those far-flung areas which are very vulnerable sa mga disasters.
Okay, and last question, I don't know if na-mention na siya. When will this event occur and where po?
This event will happen on April 20, 2025 at Holy Cross of Davao College po.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have more questions? By the way, Dan, what kind of activities do you have during this 3 days? No? Is it 3 days?
It's just one day,
One
sir.
day lang. What type of activities are you going to hold on this event?
There will be series of activities. First, we will have plenary sessions wherein we will be having a forum or discussions about climate change and how climate change affects disaster risk reduction and management. Because needless to say, no, na because of climate change, there are more extreme weather events. No, the sea levels are rising, and it does not only affect lives, but it affects livelihood of the people in the community. So, ayun sir, the activities will have plenary sessions and discussions. We will also have workshops in which they will craft the action plans tailored fit not to the local and global crisis, environmental crisis. And again, in that action plan crafting, they will be able to adapt and communicate with other SKs, talk with experts, no, on what are the best ways of DRRM, and also create early detection or early nga kanang mga prevention and kanang announcement of possible na mga disasters. In that way, we can be more prepared and we are more ready, to respond to challenges. And all of our activities are aligned with Sendai format of disaster risk management, in which we will lower the disaster risk and increase the preparedness and resilience of the communities. And also, we are also aligned. We also aligned our activities in the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly on climate action.
Ang mga participants will be coming from Davao City lang or from other parts of Mindanao also?
There are from other parts of Mindanao, sir. First, we have invited the Davao City Federation of SK, Sangguniang Federation. We also have invited Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, Davao Occidental, Davao de Oro, and Davao Oriental. We will be expecting, as of the moment, I have the data here. We have 6 registered SK councils under Davao City. Under District 1, we have Barangay 23C. Under District 2, we have Barangay Kabantian. Under District 3, we have SK Gumalang, Lacson, Mintal, and Pangyan. Under SK the Davao del Sur, we have Barangay Poblacion. We also have 17 SK councils under Davao del Norte. We have 2 SK councils registered under Davao de Oro. We have 2 SK councils registered under Davao Occidental. We have 16 SK councils registered under Davao Oriental. And we also have participants from schools and organizations. We have from City College of Davao, we have Bartolome Luardo National High School. We have Davao de Oro State College, Monte Vista Branch. We have from Holy Child College of Davao. We have from Davao City State University, Davao Oriental State University, rather. Davao Department of Environment and Natural Resources, the experts in the environmental field. We have also participants from an organization named Taradupon Kagtakudan Takantayan, Davao City Indigenous Peoples Youth Federation, and we also have from LGBTQIA+ Monte Vista. So as of the moment, as of the update, we have already 414 participants out of 5,000, but we are optimistic because our volunteers in the DCYGE are really doing its job into reaching and communicating with our SKs under the Davao region, and we have confirmed participation rate na more than half at the moment, pero ang nag-register lang is 406, but we are still optimistic that we'll be able to reach the target participants, which is 5,000, because as of the moment, the deadline for registration will be on March 30, but we are in the discussion with the board that we will be extending the deadline for the registration because of the public demand, sir.
Right, thank you very much. Napay questions? Carlo, nakoy question. pang Miss Earth na question. What makes your pageant this year different from the previous Miss Earth Mindanao Philippines search?
Now, at this juncture, that I will answer your question, Sir Ian. As for the moment, that what sets apart for this year's edition compared to the previous years, it will be the same. The grandiose introduction of our 20 candidates from all over Mindanao. Well, I have to be specific that 2 of them from the previous editions will be joining once again for this batch, while the rest of the 18 candidates are just new, and they are title holders from their different localities in their respective provinces and cities. So likely it will be a very meaningful one, and though I cannot give you the details just yet, but ang mga schedule of activities for sure that you will meet them, it is for the arrival, the sashing, and also the press presentation. And the preliminaries, it will be a meaningful one. So watch out for it.
Asa ka na yung venue for the
Dili pa na mo
April
pwede
25?
dili pa na mo pwede i-divulge pa as of now. It is yet a tentative date, April 25, 2025. That is on a Friday, but is subject to change without prior notice from the organizers, Sir Ian.
Pero it will be in Davao City or
Just within Davao region siya.
Davao region. Okay, all 20 of them will be competing during that preliminary ba for Mindanao or
Ang preliminary is just a day before the grand coronation night sa akong pagkabalo. As
Okay.
per the organizers, meaning nag-discussion na baya. Pero the venue, dili pa namo pwede ma-divulge until it is finalized pa. So, what I can assure is, for updates, you can visit the Miss Philippines World Mindanao search Facebook page for the advisories and also some further media advisories for that juncture.
but the winner will be the one who will represent Mindanao for the national
Yes,
competition.
the successor of Abigail Jen Mulder will be representing kung kinsa man ang mapadala for the national competition. So, if ever, it will be a double win for Mindanao following the success of Iramel Alpeche who had represented Matanao Davao del Sur.
That was 2 years ago, no?
No, last year pa man.
Pero she won the other
The
year.
national. The national. So, mao to ang ako ma-assure na it will be a meaningful one and very grandiose.
Okay, we look forward to that. Okay, to Sir Consan, you mentioned earlier that the fair will be participated from students as early as grade 4. Now, what kind of skills ba usually for grade 4 students? Or what kind of products will they be selling?
So for grade 4 and grade for our primary years students, they'll be selling products that are linked to their units of inquiry following the International Baccalaureate Primary Years program. So their topic right now is Sharing the Planet. That's their unit title, meaning that their products are linked to sustainable and environmental related. These are sustainable environmental related following SDGs. And we will be expecting innovative and out of the box because that's one of the things really challenge the students to create products and innovations to what they will be selling.
Is there going to be a competition ba? Or just lang? Showcase?
Internally, yes, there is a competition. Prior to April 11 and 12, we are going to have pitch presentations of their businesses. So the pitch itself is a competition, depending on who will be having a good pitch, depending based on the criteria set, and the speakers. On the actual day of Spark Market, there are also categories that they are going to vie for, such as best booth, best innovative products, and the like.
Okay, thank you so much. Before we proceed, we'd like to introduce one of our guests, also from the Youth Environmental Summit, Mr. Russell Bonnoval. May buntag, mabuhay Madayaw.
Mabuhay ug Madayaw. No, I am Russell Bonnoval from the National Youth Commission, and at the same time the chairperson of the Davao City Youth for Green Environment Incorporated.
Right. So, Russell, while nasa muhang mic, would you like to add some more information about your upcoming event?
Yes, actually, I'm very sorry and my apologies for being late kasi we conducted a meeting together with Davao City Police Office because they were going to give us security and safety for the upcoming activity. So, as what Dan, our spokesperson, said a while ago, this Environmental Youth Summit is a Davao region-wide. We conducted this a very long time ago last 2022, and this is the fourth time that we will going to conduct it again in a region-wide level. For this year, yung theme po natin ngayon is about disaster risk reduction and management, and we tie up with the Office of the Civil Defense, at the same time the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, because they are the co-presenter of this activity, and the Department of Interior and Local Government in Davao Region and in Davao City. And of course, the city government or the local government of Davao, being the host city. So lahat po ng province ay within Davao region ay pupunta. Even outside of the Davao region will be participating for this year's activity or this year's summit. And at the same time, extended po, no, I would like to formally announce that extended yung ating registration because we will going to expand our participants, number of participants to 5,000 participants. No, it will be held at Holy Cross of Davao College Incorporated, doon po sa Santa Ana Avenue, Davao City, and this year will be the biggest youth environmental summit because again we expanded in Davao region, expecting 5,000 participants.
The participation is for free, right?
No po, according sa DILG memorandum na binigay or nilabas no, ng Region 11, there will be a 650 pesos registration fee para sa ating mga SKs. It will be under their training fund, no? And for those participating schools naman, yung mag-shoulder nito yung mga schools. Course. And kasi meron po tayong memorandum din or meron pong memorandum na nailabas ang Department of Education about this. Released last March 7, no, 2025. So, yun po.
Okay, for this year's summit, what do you hope to achieve?
There will be 3 objectives of this summit. Number 1 is to equip the 5,000 youth participants with the knowledge and skills about DRRM because that is really important. Kasi alam naman natin na we are expecting now, no, not only climate change, no, hindi na tayo nakakaranas ng climate change, but we are now experiencing climate crisis already. So part ng aming program or advocacy is to equip those 5,000 youth leaders kasi they are the one na nagiging kaagapay ng mga ahensya ng gobyerno with relates to the DRRM. Sila magiging kaagapay on the grassroots, no, in their community, in their respective community. At the same time po, we were going to create a youth network for DRRM, no, a one network or their avenue to really have parang sharing of ideas, no, doon sa avenue na yon. Because at the end of this summit, kasi we want it very sustainable, at the end of this summit, we will going to have Kabataang Resilient Program. No, we will going to localize the Kabataang Resilient Program under the UNICEF and the UNDP. And at the same time yung PYDN. So yun po yung ating ina-achieve for this summit. At ang third naman po ay we want to achieve network, no? We want to leverage network among the youth or the SKs or the academe to the different agencies kasi yun naman po yung mandato natin, no, at the National Youth Commission being the policy making coordinating body. We want to help these young leaders to connect with the agencies, yung mga nararapat na agencies, to help them with this disaster risk reduction and management advocacy. Yun po.
All right, thank you so much. I'm just curious now with the our young lady students here. Is the activity is it a group activity or individual?
So our groups have 5 members.
You have 5 members. And how did you come up with your product that you're going to sell on this activity?
I remember we had a seminar with a few business leaders from Davao, and one of them had told us, when you create a business, usually if you want it to be successful and you want to do something you're interested in, you should do it based off of your passions. And I remember also we had a marketing seminar for grade 9 and 10. And my group mate was one of the grade 9 students. Her name is JJ. So we had created this concept, Crescent Cookie Cafe, already. And so it turns out that during JAF, I was partnered with JJ again. So we just expanded on that business idea.
How about you?
Same as mine also. So my group mates, we really like accessories and also we like pins and stickers. That's what we are going to sell in our business also.
Did you get to choose your members or?
No, we're actually divided in 2 categories. So we have category A and category B. So category A is grade 7 to 8 and category B is grade 9 to 10. So I think that it was a randomizer, and the teachers use a randomizer
So
for
it's a
art.
mix of different grades.
Yeah, different
Grade
grades.
levels. I
Opo.
see. So how difficult was it working with somebody younger or older than you?
It can be challenging, but as we've learned before in our TLE classes, we have to focus on everybody's strengths and weakness. For example, we had to create our own business proposals, and one of the parts of business proposal was management team. So we had to assign people different tasks. For example, in my group, there's an auditor, there's a food manager who is JJ because she loves to bake. I am the marketing manager. We have a sales manager like a spokesperson for the younger children. And we also have an assistant food manager because baking the cookies and everything that we have is a lot.
So each one has a specific task not to do.
Based on their strengths and what they're good at.
All right, very good. Good luck on that, ladies. All right, so do we have more questions? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sir Ian. May buntag sa tanan. Attorney Blue Ventosa, Davao lawyer. I'm a board of director of Silangan Multipurpose Cooperative, and I'm the national vice chairperson for gender development for Co-op NATCO. So I'd like to commend first our guests, no? Naata diri nindot atong trend for the youth. We have the financial literacy and of course the environment. Yan din po ang ating team sa ating gender equality and social inclusion. Ang tanong ko lang po is, for any of our guests, no, kung are you aware of the cooperatives and meron na rin po ba kayong mga linkages or mga partnerships with cooperatives to top their financial assistance and trainings? And second question is, in this Women's Month, ano ang significance or impact ng inyong respective programs for the short term and the long term?
Who wants to answer first?
Yan. Well, actually, it's a good question po, no, that you ask. We actually tied up many cooperatives already, no, because they are part of our stakeholders, no, being one of NGOs, no, or non-government organization. So we actually tapped different cooperatives to have. Actually, we had a program last 2022. That's the Green Savers program. We partnered that to the different cooperatives, no, within Davao City. And for the second question, we are celebrating now the Women's Month. We actually integrated the advocacy to the Youth Environmental Summit because yung ano po namin, yung pinapahalagahan po namin ngayon na participants is the women. No, because we want that in the PYDP or the Philippine Youth Development Plan, mahalaga po talaga yung role ng mga kababaihan doon. And we want also to localize that, no, sa Youth Environmental Summit. Kaya we want that the young leaders, the young women leaders should partake. No, and we're very happy that according to our data, mas marami po yung ating mga kababaihang leaders na nag-participate or nagpa-register na po sa Youth Environmental Summit.
For us, for the Junior Entrepreneurial Fair of Stockbridge, we can look into that. Right now, we're doing it in phases. So the first day, this has been an annual event, and that we're able to, in the past years, they're able to already establish the business concepts. This year, we're looking into social responsibility. It's not just for profit. So that's the highlight, that they also would be giving back to the community a certain percentage of their net profit. We can look into moving forward. We can look into introducing to them the concept of cooperatives, and I think it will be very beneficial for them. That's one. For the second one, definitely as early as they're in their level, as early as while they're studying in their foundational years, it's good to highlight that what men can do, women can also do. And having both having also female students, we are also able to empower them into just like what was mentioned earlier, into letting them understand their strengths and making sure that they're also able to contribute greatly to what they are to their endeavor, to what they are supposed to do within their group.
Carlo?
I will consolidate the two questions in connection
So na-heard na nako katong sa Davao City Youth for Green. Anyway, I would like to give my answer to the two questions. So likely, if the candidates are watching, hello to the 20 candidates, please give a piece of it. I am taking this advice just for the sake of people na ingon nato. For cooperatives, I think you need to learn from it. Go seek your financial advisors, and if you are a member of a cooperative, please do ask any of the managers, regardless of wherever cooperative you may belong or you wanted to apply. But at the same time, you will also have to learn about, since this is Women's Month, it is going to end. Ang piece of advice pod is be responsible to be a champion and an advocate for women empowerment. But do not forget, to all things that matters most is to protect, conserve, and preserve our mother nature, because at any time, bawi onra sa ato ang inang kalikasan to what natural resources that we have. So I think this is the best that you will do. It can, who says that cooperatives and environment can't mix? It can. Just to consolidate lang naman po.
Dan, would you like to add?
Yes, sir. First, we have, as what our founder and chairperson have stated, no, we have partners, we have cooperative partners, and we are not just doing that. We are planning, no, to meeting with them and advocating for green practices in their cooperatives, such as eradicating the use of single-use plastics, and of course, we also are open to having an environmental event with them, no? And for the second question, this Youth Environmental Summit is very significant and imperative in the welfare of women, because as we can observe, almost, if not all, disaster responders are men, right? So here in the Youth Environmental Summit, we are equipping also not just men but also women with the necessary knowledge and skills in DRRM. That in that way, they will no longer need men in times of crisis, because they themselves, women, are capable and more than capable of capable and resilient during disasters.
Right, thank you very much. Do you have more questions before we? Yes.
Yeah, this is for Sir Carlo. It's all about I'm just intrigued what happened to Bio Global that you shifted to the new one. That's the first question. The second is about the Mindanao. That's Miss Earth Mindanao. Will it be funded by Miss Earth Mindanao? I mean, Abigail will be funded by Miss Earth Mindanao, or the same with Ira before that she was funded with Davao del Sur. Then the third question is, what happened that it's only 20? Because last year I have this coverage with them, like a lot of girls, the candidates. I mean.
Thank you for the very intricate question, Eman Albao Pop Davao. I think, magbisaya na lang ko para matubag na ko ang tanan. Ang baruganan sa Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao search na wala pa na mo ma-post ang advisory, but I'll say it now. The official statement is Bio Global Productions has been officially dissolved and is no longer viable, and that has reverted back to MBV Events Productions Incorporated. So since you asked, supposed to be si Doc Marlo ang matubagana, but for the sake of transparency, wala na gyud siya. So balik MBV Events Production siya. That's the straight answer that I could give. Number two, when it comes to funding, siguro ang LGUs ang LGU siguro ang bahalaan na pero dili ko ang authorized nga magstorya on their behalf, since wala man gyud si Doc, because siya man gyud ang makatubag. And ikatulo, na downsize to 20 nga kandidata, because of course with so much limited time, na akong iingon sa inyo na limited ang amo ang time nga mangita. So lahi man good ang screening sa mga candidates as per what I can remember and understand. So nag-travel ba yan me the last time sa Bukidnon where we get some of the candidates from Bukidnon as usual. Now, katong duha ka previous nga candidates, I will not gonna mention the names pero nay isa from 2023 na runner-up, mubalik siya for this batch. And for 2024, isa gihapon nga at least na katong sa previous batch mo, salmot siya pag-usab for the 2025 edition. So to reiterate, 20 candidates from all over Mindanao, and that is my fairest answer to your utmost question, Eman. Thank you.
Yes, Eman.
Yes. Would it be possible that you will be bringing the name, I mean the banner of Mindanao, if ever, not really the location or like Davao del Sur or representing Mindanao as a franchise pageant?
I think Doc has the rightful answer to say because lahi man gud ang akong function because I am only the media coordinator, to be honest. Although I am a member of the organizing committee, but I am not the authorized person to be speak for in behalf of Dr. Marlo Valles. So the only answer that I can give is you can directly answer sa next na ano. And to be clear, this is first of the 3 media guestings that we will do for this month and for next month as the competition is fast approaching. But if you talk about kay depende na sa ilaha, if they go to Mindanao, go ahead. Pero kung ano, depende na sa ilaha if they will go straight sa national, just submit na lang sa ilang application. That's my understanding. Pero mas better kung si Doc na lang ang patubag ko na ng pangutanan ni mo, Eman.
Thank you. That's it.
Thank you very much. Okay, so before we wrap things up for our first set of guests, maybe we'd ask them if they have any more information that they would like to share to the media and to the public. Sugot ta kayo, Dan?
So I would like to reiterate that the Youth Environmental Summit will be a gathering of the youth environmental advocates in the Davao region. What our chairperson have stated earlier, this is not just Davao region. We will expand into Mindanao if ever they are interested. So this will happen on April 20, 2025, and there will be a registration fee as per the DILG memorandum of 650 pesos. That includes the jacket, the training kits, and the ID. And we are inviting everyone, especially the youth environmental advocates, to be part and spearhead the change and to become a beacon of change, an agent of transformation, to create a safer, a greener, and disaster-resilient community for all.
Thank you so much, Dan. Carlo?
Okay, I will reiterate. So limited ba yung ako ang information, but again, to all the media, if you're interested to cover any of our scheduled activities, please do coordinate with me as Carousel Productions and MBV Events Productions in cooperation with IPI, the makers of Casino Fem, and Dr. S. Wong's presenting the Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao Search 2025. Tentative date pa lang na April 25, 2025. That's on a Friday, but it is subject to change without prior notice. And it's also in partnership with Moonlight Events and Productions in Bukidnon. And yours truly, the official media partner, Kadang Pan Digital, all the way from Davao City. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carlo. Sir Calderon?
Stockbridge American International School, the first and only IB World School in Mindanao, wishes to invite everyone to the Junior Entrepreneurship Fair 2025 on April 11 and 12, 2025. That's a Friday and a Saturday at the Seasons Function Hall of Luxbridge Hotel in Maa. We hope to see everyone there as we are able to have our students do entrepreneurship skills in actual practice and be able to also spark innovations with everyone.
Singit lang, the public can go there and see the activity
Yes,
for free.
and
No?
see the activity at the same time. Be able to join as it is a
Or market.
fair. Yes, market. Yes.
All right. And of course, Russell.
Yeah, for the Youth Environmental Summit, add lang po sa sinabi ni Mr. Dan, our spokesperson. We will going to extend the registration for the Sangguniang Kabataan in Region 11, both municipal and city and barangay level. We will going to extend the registration up until April 10, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. And for our schools, it is being extended up until April 7, 2025. So for those school, including the Stockbridge, I would like to invite you for the Youth Environmental Summit. Again, this is the biggest summit in Davao region for environment and for disaster risk reduction and management. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We hope to see you in our future pep talks. And to our guests, nagang salamat, and our media friends, we still have our second set of guests. Nagang salamat, mag-photo op lang sa ta. Okay, we'll proceed to our next set of guests. We have with us, from the Sculptura 2025 Fashion Show, we have Pao Garcia, the president of Icon Elite Artist Management, together with Councilor, is he here? Wala ba siya? Okay. Okay, we also have with us the assistant PR manager of Discovery Samal, Miss Joanna Richie Alhar. Join us here, please. Okay ra kayo. May duha makasya. Duha makasya. Okay, so we'll now proceed to our second set of guests. And usab mabuhay ug madayon, welcome to Pep Talks. And again, our guest this morning, we have with us perhaps the most prolific ng artist management here in Davao region. We have with us Pao Garcia. May buntag, Pao, makabuhay ug madayaw.
Maayong buntag, mabuhay ug madayaw sa tanan natong mga media personals here, and to Sir Ian and to
Would you like to introduce your company?
I am with my talent, Tian.
Hello, my name is Tian, and I'm a model under Icon Elite's Artist Management.
All right, thank you so much. And also we have with us from Discovery Sama, Miss Joanna Richie Alahar.
Hi everyone, good morning, mabuhay ug madayaw. Happy summer to everyone, and I hope you get to enjoy and get informed about our promotion.
Hello. Again, mabuhay ug madayaw everyone. Good morning. I'm Joanna Resi from Discovery Samal, and I'm greeting you a very happy summer season this coming April to June. So I'm here to promote our offers and invite you guys to visit Discovery Samal.
Okay, di ano padugay-dugayon mo, no? You've spoken about summer. So what do we have in store for summer at Discovery Samal?
So basically for our summer campaign this from April to June, we wanted to make sure that everyone feels happier, better, and excited every day of their life, especially when they visit Discovery Samal. So what we've prepared are a lot of offers for our food and beverages, room packages, and also a lot of events per month. So basically, we have our Easter egg hunting. It's a very exciting event as we wanted to invite po our families, Davaoenos, to get a little relaxation. 5 minutes away from Davao City proper, a boat ride, and then experience a very good event with us. We've prepared a lot for our kids and our parents. And then we also have our Love Samal, wherein we wanted to promote our local tourism as well, our partners and local artists um, in promoting our local tourism of Samal or Island Garden City of Samal. And then lastly, our Father's Day and Mother's Day campaign.
Right. Okay, so we'll get more info about that. And to Pao naman, this is your second event this year?
This is my first
This year
event this
First year. Okay. First big event this year, Felix. So tell us about it.
All right. Once again, the management will present again another fashion show for a cause. This coming April 13, 2025. We call it Sculptura 2025, Ang Sining ng Pananamit. So we are having another, this is also my 7th fashion show and 6th year anniversary of the management. So it would be held at Aeon Towers, 6th floor near Poolside. So we will be having 39 models. They are the enrollees, or they are the models that will showcase the designs of Miss Jesselyn Yu Bundaon of General Santos in collaboration with Borloloy Davao to have more accessorized look of the models. Then we have also the Pegsabaka Inc., which is our beneficiary, the IPs or the IP community, which is the scholar ng tribo. So we'll be supporting another organization which is closest to my heart, yung mga IPs natin. Then I would like to showcase them to have an awareness of what are their programs.
When is the event going to be?
The event is on April 13, 2025. That's Sunday, and weeks from now.
Okay. And then, continue na lang tayo. What is your concept for this fashion show?
Yeah, that's
What
a
do you-
very exciting
what can we
one.
expect?
In my previous shows, I showcase different themes talaga. But this time, I am focusing on the Roman, Greek, or ancient, or Constantine look. So, if you can imagine the outfit nila noon, the flowy gowns, dresses, and medyo showy sa mga guys. But this time, what if we will incorporate it with a modern and with a Roman o mga Romano na mga look? So, how could we look at that with this generation? So, and of course, with the touch of Borloloy Davao na meron siyang gold, silver, mga ganun touch. Pero, we'll see. I hope you could watch the show for this round.
Okay. Questions? Your questions na? Yes. Eman?
For Sir Pao, I'm Eman from Pop Davao, PH. It's been like a year ago already that you had with different popular content creators such as Fake Ash, Ruel Divina, and this year, who do we expect?
Actually, I don't have any collaboration with some vloggers now, but I personally invite Sherwina Boss on my show. And the Pag-asa ng Davao, Miss Catriana Batu, she'll be attending to have the opening remarks of the show.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, Dolph?
Actually, tatlo. Pwede ko si Carlo kasi na-late ako. Si Carlo Nograles.
Carlo, by public demand.
Okay, tatlo. Actually,
Okay. Sige.
First kay Joanna Richie. Kamusta na yung discovery sa with kasi yung arrivals, kamusta naman siya with the mga events ninyo? How yung mga arrivals pa yun?
Actually, with in terms of our occupancy rate, right now we are at a whopping 80% for today and for the next few days. Even if we have this political stance or political activities, actually we just made sure and manage our expectations for our guests and also advisories as well. Though naman yung mga events naman and activities are set sa central of Davao City and we are at the north part of Davao City, but still we try to manage and set expectation din sa guests namin. Currently, wala naman masyadong aberya or delays and we are really trying our best to make sure na they still have a very good experience with us.
Yung brownout one, because yung sa Amal, diba, brownout.
Actually, for power interruptions with Samal, we have 4 generators, big generators that ginagamit siya ni Discovery to make sure na wala talagang power interruption. It was actually expected na way back, even beyond, even before the operations of Discovery Samal. So they were all prepared naman with power interruptions.
Okay, to si Carlo muna. Because yung representative si Mindan, si Irma ba yun? Ira, yung nanalo ng
Yeah.
galing sa inyo, di ba?
Yes, so
question is, how would you repeat again maging from Davao, from Mindanao yung mananalo ulit? What's the secret na nag-place ang inyong kuan?
Well, to answer the question, Rudolph, at this juncture, to be honest, it is a roller coaster, to be honest, on the part of course, Dr. Marlo handling the franchise, and at the same time, gipadala siya sa Manila for the national competition, or sorry, sa Talakag DI for the Grand Coronation Night. That was last year. So likely, she had fulfilled her responsibilities as the concurrent reigning Miss Philippines Earth 2024. Then ni ato siya for the international competition, pero na-place lang siya sa top 10, wala ko kabalo. Pero of 12, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for asking. Para lang sa kasayuran po, no, if you ask about if preparations and the repeat, kung Mindanao again ang nationals, well, we'll see about it. Pero for the transparency naman, Sir Rudolph, again, 20 candidates from all over Mindanao. Na-downsize lang siya for this year because lahi ang pamaagi sa screening of candidates, not like sa mga previous ones. But for sure that the schedule of activities are already taking in place, though we cannot divulge it pa ang ingon nato mga venues for the pageant sa Mindanao, Sir Rudolph. But nevertheless, we are 100% prepared. As for the candidates, it is comprised, some of them are from Northern Mindanao, from Davao region and Caraga region. 2 of the 20 candidates are those part of the previous batch. Again, I'll have to repeat what I have answered earlier. From the previous editions, 2023, isa, she will come back for this batch, and katong isa from last year, appeal na siya for this year's batch, Sir Rudolph.
Are you confident na yung mapili ninyo ngayon will also follow the footsteps of Miss Alfeche? Si Miss
Abigail. Well, definitely I am complacent, but we are still prepared for that. As for the organizer, though lahi man ko na nga, iba yung function ko, Sir Rudolph, because I'm the media coordinator. Pero of course, the organizer, Dr. Marlo Valles, is confident that there will be another Mindanao winner after Ira Mel, who will be competing for the nationals. Then si Miss Philippines Air, I don't know kung I have to mention her name, kay base ma-persona non grata ko sa sindangan. Miss Feliz Clariane Thea Solomon Resentes, the Miss Philippines Air, who's currently a brand champion of the Holy Cross of Davao College. But of course, they'll have to pass on the crown for the nationals. So for Mindanao, it will be early, while the nationals is to be followed pa. I'm not sure when is the date para sa national competition for Miss Philippines Earth 2025, Sir Rudolph.
Okay, to Pao, sino yung mga featured designers and ano yung team dito ngayon?
Okay.
Dapat magtanong next kapihan na okay, mag-guess.
Yeah po. Again, we have a series of partnership with Jesselyn Yubundaon of General Santos. So as of this round for year 2025, siya pa rin po, but medyo nakialam ako sa idea. Kasi sometimes the designer would present it to us, but me, I really encourage the designer to have this kind of theme for this round, that the Romano or Greek or ancient or Constantine era. So it's kind of flowy, it's kind of bringing you with the past. So we'll be having, of course, may violin din tayo on the day of the event. Will be catered with some music of the past. May mga chandelier yung setup natin. So, and all outfits namin are white, gold, and silver. I require all the guests to wear silk outfits for this round. So I would like everybody to be fashionable on that day because that's a fashion show where you can have your aura. Di ba? We should be attending that kind of events here in Davao. And of course, we'll never go wrong to support again, as I really wanted to connect myself to the society and our agency as well. Yun po.
You said you have many advocacies like yung isang the pets, no?
Memorize na ni Sir Udo.
Then yung
the Bantay Hayop Davao, Project Marifil Foundation, Kids House of Hope.
So, kamusta na yung yun sila after nung
yeah, actually,
so,
they keep on messaging me to come back na malapit sa puso ko yung mga kids. So, marami ding potential doon na models, the young ones, na gusto kong balikan at ipa-experience sa kanila yung runway. Actually, marami po talaga na-inspired. Kasi after the show, we went to the foundation. So, we had our feeding program, then a little bit of cash assistance, and nagpabigay kami ng mga regalo kasi that's December. So, marami pong natuwa and maraming salamat po talaga sa ating media also to help us boost the idea and our event.
Thank you.
Ay, Rudolph, I would like to add, sa Grand Coronation Night although we cannot divulge pa ang venue kung asa, but there is something that, of course, aware that this is in the middle pa of the election campaign, Sir Rudolph. But however, we promise na whenever there are audience would like to support them, there are VIPs, but we will not gonna mention the name. We have to give them time na if you wanted to campaign for your candidate sa pageant, kandidata for your bet, okay lang. Pero pag sa political, we have, as much as we wanted, the Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao remains non-partisan and apolitical, meaning we do not want na mabahiran po o campaign sa local. So it is unfair on the part of the management po and sa mga organizers. So give chance na lang sa mga, if you want to campaign, do somewhere else, not on this pageant, kay mawala po ang essence sa pageantry for that juncture, Sir Rudolph.
Okay, nakoy question kay Joanna lang kasi you mentioned earlier that one of your activities for summer is to promote yung mga tourist bus around Samal. Could you give us more details about it?
So for us, Discovery Samal has been in the industry for 2 years pa lang, and currently we've been eyeing to really promote Samal as a summer destination, one of top summer destination in the Philippines. Kasi with our market right now, we've been reaching a lot of foreign markets, and giving them the idea of what Samal is would be a really good way for us to promote tourism sa Samal. Currently, we've been identifying mga spots, inland and also island tours that could really help promote Samal. Aside from that as well, with our Love Samal campaign, we would tap our tourism, Samal city tourism as well to promote their products kasi most of the guests are coming in again from different parts of Philippines and of the other nations. They really love to take away some gifts and give away na mauwi nila from to their places.
Does it mean that you're offering parang inland tours also?
Yes po.
From your resort?
Currently, meron na kami mga inland and island tours depende sa gusto ng ating clients and our guests. Currently nga, this week na observe ko almost every day meron kami mga island tour. So ayun, we hope na maging big market siya, a big way to promote and to also help Samal tourism.
And Discovery has become parang napuntahan na rin ng mga recently ng mga celebrities. Would you like, kasi before, not too long ago, we saw a video of Vice Ganda. Could you share kung sino mga recent celebrities that have visited sa Discovery Samal?
Recently, we had Erlen Adarna and Derek Ramsey for actually an event here in Davao City, but they were staying there for us. And unluckily, hindi sila nakaikot, but they wanted to stay as well naman. Hindi na business trip next time, they said. And then for, as what you've mentioned, si Vice Ganda, currently, for them, hindi naman sila paid na media hosting. It's them paying us and visiting the property, and it's actually a very good way for us to promote. And ayun, a good way as well na known na pala din yung Discovery Samal, not just for Davao Market or Mindanao Market.
Alam ko kasi ano yun sila. You invited them, kasi they make content within the resort. I see. Rudolph.
Okay, sana next ko ni Pao sa Discovery Samal para makapunta ako doon. Pero Joanna, yung Davao kasi is geared towards mais, no? How does Samal, kumusta naman yung mais, yung sa inyo, yung mais market ninyo, yung marami ba siyang, or nakakontribute ba siya sa Davao?
Currently po, we are also working with DOT and promoting MICE market and MICE group. Currently, actually for us, Discovery Samal, our top accounts are actually from incentives, corporate accounts, events, corporate events as well. So basically, our MICE market has been expanding from the moment we've built Discovery Samal. And right now, we just hosted Philippine Airlines Award or PAL Awards, which is actually a nationwide and international-wide award event of PAL. So that event alone has been a testament of our pride in hosting MICE events in Discovery Samal.
Ano yung convention facility? Di ba may para malaki
Yes,
convention
po.
facility?
We have Samal Grand Ballroom, which can accommodate 1,200 and as a seating capacity. Though this will be more of like a classroom type of seating capacity, but then if we'll do like a round table discussion or a round table setup, it will be about 800 to 1,000.
Are there plans to build more because yun talaga ang geared focus ng Davao na?
Currently for Discovery Samal, we've been developing our place. We've converted one of our restaurants to be a function room or a function area because of its location. The Shoreline, if you're familiar, it has a very good scenery, and then it could cater about 80 to 100 people. Say for example, a private meeting on an event, yun po. And for expanding pa yung SGPI, what we are eyeing po talaga is to expand our room capacity, since gusto namin na medyo kaya namin, if we can kaya namin i-cater yung 1,200, at least our room bed capacity can cover half of it.
Yung resort provides employment to Samaleños. How many locals are employed? Percentage, meron ba breakdown percentage?
Actually, I don't have the breakdown for our employment rate for Discovery Samal, but currently we are very supportive with most of my colleagues are actually from Samal and Davao City. And then we are also opening our doors to OJTs like Glenn and other colleges that would want to experience how hospitality works and how the industry really runs their program.
Thank you. To Pao, because you're into developing yung talents, no?
Yes.
Kamusta naman yung mga modeling talents natin sa Davao? And kasi like pwede ka magsali din, o katabi mo si Juan Carlo for Miss Earth.
Oo nga. All right. Later on, he's one of my talents. So we're gonna discuss the improvements that he had. But basically, the intention of the management is to unleash their full potentials and to uplift their morale when it comes to their talents. So ako kasi, I'm not discriminating talents sa kung talagang nagsisimula sila from scratch. Kasi I do believe when you start, meaning there's a courage for you to grow and to fly high or to soar high wherever it is. So, ang role ko siguro is to become an instrument to encourage them, to give them programs like this, like shows, to boost their confidence through fashion show and styling. So, kanya-kanya po kasi ang mga talents natin. Meron into sports, meron into cooking, meron into dancing, singing. But sa modeling, may mundo rin para sa kanila who would love to strive, especially who has a passion for this. And to tell more about the improvements, can I tell more about this, Tian?
My improvements.
Yeah, you can share about this.
Okay, so Icons has built a lot of character in me, especially since I started 1 year ago today. So my improvements was I went from shy to holding back to now I'm a lot more confident than I was before, and I step out even more further with my talents. So yeah, training with Icon Elites gave more pushed a lot of character out within me.
Okay, thank you. To Carlo, last question. Because you've been covering pageants lalo sa Mutya ng Davao, do you see my potential na magsali sa Miss Earth sa inyong?
If you ask me, I think this is a difficult question which I cannot answer at the moment. Pero if you ask kung naamay potential mag-Miss Earth ang mga mutya, well, I think I remember but I think the last time kanang si former mutya nga si Janelle Lasotti, she had joined Miss Philippines Earth, I think. Pero sahan ay for the roster of the mutyas for the previous and present batch, dili ko katubag such that there are many responsibilities that they had to undergo, especially the current mutya, the likes of Rebecca Gale Celis, Catriana Batu, not Batu, Batu, si Ibon Ortega, Angel Alicaba, and of course si Dana Gabriel Tauto. So I think it is up to them that they will decide. And if you ask us, it is not up to us that will answer to your question, Sir Rudolph. Let's leave it to those mutya if they decide for themselves whether if they go for a bigger pageants, not just Miss Earth but also Miss Universe.
To Sir, last question. What motivated you to join Icon Elites? Before, sabi mo, shy ka na. What motivated or inspired you to?
Actually, before Icons, I was at school as a student, and they held a pageant kasi. And after that pageant, I asked, like, Lord, bigyan niyo ako ng another door. And then, sa Facebook ko, bigla lumabas na this management is looking for the next top models. So I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign. So I joined. And like, yun pala, the management that was holding that look for the next model is actually Icon Elites. And I've been following them since, 2019? Yeah, I've been following them since 2019 and I didn't know. That's why I guess it was like fate. Kasi ang tagal ko na gusto magsali sa kanila tapos wala lang naging opportunity kasi I was too shy. So, yun, after pageant, like parang, okay, ito na siguro yun. So yun, nag-join na rin ako.
Paano yan? You're also a talent scout. Do you see yung kung makita ka maglakad sa mall, you approach? And,
Actually, that's very scary to do right now. But if I could really see a potential and I have this conviction, I would say hi to someone. But kasi parang weird kasi you go to someone, baka anong sabihin, bet ko sila, di ba? So lalo na mga gwapo, magaganda. So very particular ako with my actions as a manager. But basically, pag good thing lang talaga, sir, no? Lahat talaga nasa Icon Elites are enrollees who reach out to the page. I never really like chase after everyone. I attract. So that's why all of these certain models are all, I'm proud to say that they really inquired and put themselves into that and chose to be on that level. So kaya yun, I'm very grateful and na masaya. Masaya din po ako at the same time na marami ako nakikilala sa industry. So going back to that, there are times na parang gusto ko lapitan, pero I'm scared. Pero pag mayroon talagang chance na maybe on the event, pag nasa tamang event ako, I could reach out. But like this, like some mall or coffee shops, no, I cannot.
To Jonah, curiosity lang, is Costa Marina part na ng Discovery Summon?
For our what do you call that? Related na not sure about it kasi Discovery Samal is under two management. It's under UBI and DHC. And currently for us, in the corporate area of Discovery Samal, we've been handled by DHC with UBI's initiatives and wala masyado kaming But I'm familiar that Chemas is under now with DHC.
Mas pala, hindi Costa Marina, Chemas pa lang.
Yes, they're actually trying or converting then to be under one roof with us with the HSC property and UBI.
Correction, Chemas, not Costa Marina. Nakuha ako sa C na word.
I'm just curious, no, mention naman about management, no? When you get talents, but do they sign a contract under your management company?
That's a good question. To be honest, sir, I don't have contracts with them because I do believe if they really wanted to go more with more opportunities, I let them go. But they are really, but dito sa season na to for this batch, kasi they are paying. So committed talaga sila to do whatever the instructions for the show. But afterwards, contracts will be there once we have a project. Because I have memorandum of agreement with them with the deal of the talent fees. For example, if there's collaborations also with, for example, we got the project at Park Inn last time. So there's internal arrangements with the models that's outside of the modeling field. So iba-iba po yung dealings ko when it comes to projects and plans, when it comes to my models and the management.
Okay. And sir, last question before we go.
Thank you, Sir Ian. So, may buntag usap tanan, no? This is Attorney Blue Ventosa, member of the Board of Directors of Silangan Multipurpose Cooperative, and National Vice Chairperson for Gender Development sa NATCO Network. So, I asked questions about women and children kanina. Alam natin, sa gender, we also included environment. No? For Jonah and Discovery Samal, has the Samal Resorts consider solar panels instead of generators so that we could have a clean carbon footprint?
Currently po, we are having sustainable projects such as water conservations and minimize usage of plastic. But when it comes to solar panels, there's discussion, but currently what's more efficient for us, currently lang naman po, is our generators.
Yes.
Since most of our guests are actually of high profiles and A and B market, we really have to make sure that their stairs are convenient and very comfortable. So we cannot say now we're closing our doors for sustainable acts such as our solar panels, but the priority of our company right now is to provide good experience for our guests.
Thank you, Jonah. I answered that question because some corporate federations also offer this clean, sustainable energy. So if you just want to inquire, you could also ask me. Okay. Thank you. And for Sir Carlo, sa Miss Earth, no? With regards again to the environment, meron na bang mga kandidato or nanalo na? Meron ng mga ongoing projects like for the let's say waste recycling or clean energy or reducing our carbon footprint sa mga candidates?
Okay, just for the sake of time management, kay lapas alas 12 na sa to because I am watching the clock, but I'll give my answer na lang. Okay. for the sake of transparency po, no, I cannot specify one candidate, but of course, naamang ko yung mga individual advocacies in relation to the Mother Earth for preserving, conserving, and protecting our global environment. But when it comes to the advocacy that you asked the question, of course, dili mawala ang ilahang routine that even beyond our homes, they needed to conserve man good sa tubig na atong ginagamit for drinking and taking a bath or so, especially yung paglimpyo sa atong mga sakyanan, there are also clean-up drives. They also do it even beyond their reign or beyond their participation as candidates of the Miss Earth. So technically, wala man na I cannot specify good in even just one candidate. Basta naa naman good sila tanan with regards to preserving about our environment. Just to say that their routine continues as long as they put their advocacy into heart, attorney.
Thank you, Sir Carlos. So, pwede ba kay Sir Pao and Icons? So, in connection with gender equality and
Yes.
social inclusion, alam natin di lang mga kabataan, kababaihan, at kalalakihan kasama rin. So,
At buong kabaklaan.
yes, kasama po. So, actually, if I'm not mistaken, I'm one of the first male representative for gender development
sir,
in the
that's
Philippines.
nice.
So, this is a fun question na lang siguro.
Okay.
Meron bang chance ng mga katulad ko na plus size na lalaki na maging model din na sa mga fashion or kahit mataba or malaki, kung makapal lang yung mukha.
Do you want me an honest question or do you want me to be political?
Honest question.
Honest answer, I mean.
Honest
An
answer.
answer, I'm sorry for that. Nalutang na talaga. Okay, I would be giving two sides of my answer. The reality and the possibility. The reality of the industry is because we need to have a standard look for any brands or anything that we are joining. We have wisdom if we are part or we could be part of that, or we can be, our intentions or our look are aligned to that specific event. So, going back to your question po, open naman po ngayon kasi inclusivity na ang mundo. There are programs na, like for example, our previous mutya, Miss Hannah, she opened really a big thing that it is really possible. But if you go back to the reality, kumbaga chances are there will be someone that will be giving you that chance to be part of the modeling industry or to be part of that pageantry. Pero as a manager, maybe I could say, I will look for a possibility for you, but I cannot guarantee that you can be part for the look that if you will not work onto your body and to your talent.
Thank you very much for that intriguing answer, sir. Honest, direct to the point. Thanks, Sir
Thank you,
Elian.
sir.
And, good morning.
But don't
po.
worry, sir, kasi some brands na they
Yung
look
mga
for
plus size.
different roles
Yun nga, meron
to
yung
play.
possibility talaga. Kasi
Yeah.
meron talagang brands na naghahanap. For example, mga medicine na from this to this. Meron ding mga pag-artista, mga look. Basta po, there will be for you if it's for you. Ganun yung mantra ko eh. Pag para sa'yo talaga, para sa'yo.
The world
Ako
is
lang yung-
changing.
Yes, it's true. It's true. I agree.
Okay, so on that note, no, again, I would like to thank our guests. Basi na pa may anything you'd like to add? And
Maybe the
invite-
promotion, the promotion na lang siguro.
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you so much for Pep Talks, SM Lanang, to Ma'am, to all the media personals here. I'm inviting once again everybody to buy our tickets. Please follow and message Icon Elites Artist Management. Weeks from now, we'll be celebrating the 6th year anniversary of the management and we'll be representing Sculptura 2025, ang sining ng pananamit, showcasing the designs of Justin Yubundaon from General Santos and Borloloy, Davao. So the proceeds or our intention is to support the Pexabaca Inc., founded by Councilor Rudy Mande, the scholar ng tribo. So there are the lack of tertiary education po, so they will be needing some help from us and we are committed to give 50 packs of school supplies and more to the upcoming outreach programs namin to be plotted and scheduled up to the upcoming weeks after the show. So hopefully that you will support us to this maliit na bagay, but it could make a difference to someone's lives. Daghang salamat.
Thanks, Pao. And Jo? Unless napaka-iad ha. Napaka-iad? Sige. We'll save the best for last.
So for us, Discovery Summer, we invite everyone to enjoy our Happy Summer campaign, wherein we have our Easter, which is actually priced at 2,800 for one adult and one kid. We also have our Love Summer event. It's priced at 1,888 per person with great inclusions. And lastly, our Squad Goals Getaway, wherein it's a triple sharing room, and then you get to experience a lot of activities inside our resort. And also, we have some movie nights, music nights, and whatnot during weekends. And if you want to enjoy a getaway in Discovery Samal, you can avail our 1,500 for Mondays to Thursdays. It's fully consumable. With round trip boat transfer, and then 2,500 during weekends. Come and visit us and enjoy a very relaxing night with us in the Discovery Summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanna. And Carlo?
I will have to give my gratitude for all of you sa Department of Tourism and also to the entire SM Lanang, because I'm always a regular media attendee, but now I'm also the guest of this
Congratulations.
edition. Yes, it's a big achievement. Yay.
Upgrade.
So yes, I'm forever grateful because I am inspired by the Department of Tourism to travel, and I have reached far. So thank you so much. And once again, gikan sa akong kasing-kasing, mabuhay ug madayaw, alang sa pinalanggang syudad sa Davao, sinigugman akong nasod Pilipinas. Happy birthday, former President Duterte. Kini ang inyong ubos nga lagad ang inyong kadangpan, Carlo Dolier. Daghan kayong salamat ug maayong udto kaniniyong tanan, amping permente.
Okay, daghang salamat, and we'll see you next edition of Pep Talks. Yes, thank you so much also for joining us.
Thank you as well for having me. Anyways, as what Sir Pao mentioned kanina, don't forget to visit us, Sculptura 2025 at Ian Towers this coming April 13. Limited slots na lang ang tickets. So, yeah, buy your tickets now habang may slots pa. So, obviously, enjoyable siya.
Okay, thank you. We look forward to your respective events and promotions. Then salamat, and see you next week. Thank you. May butag. Okay, pictures ha.